Okay, so hopefully you've had some time to look over the practice problems on your own. This is just a solution guide, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker through it. The longer the video, the longer it takes to upload, and it has been next to impossible to upload these videos, guys. I'm just giving you like a heads up. I'm going to fly through these. Okay, find the slope m. Remember, slope is change in y over change in x. So I'm going to take the two y values and figure out what they changed by. We have 10, we have 16. 16 minus 10 is 6. Change in x, we have 2, we have 4. From 2 to 4, that's a change of 2. So 6 divided by 2 is our slope, which is 3. I should have written that down there, but it's okay. Y-intercept, that's just the starting value. 4, you can tell just from the graph. Where does it intercept or touch the y-axis? So now the equation of the line, y equals, slope comes first, 3x, because it's 3, whatever per whatever. So it gets a variable attached to it, plus 4. And we're going to verify whether or not 5, 19 works in this equation. So 5 would be our x value. 5 is going to go right there. 19, that's our y value. So that's going to go on the left side of the equation. So 19 would need to equal 3 times 5. Remember, 3x means 3 times x. That's why there's a multiplication symbol there. 3 times 5 plus 4. If you pop that into your calculator, 3 times 5 plus 4 is 19. So I would say that this pair of numbers, 5, 19, works very nicely in this equation. So it is a solution. On to number 4. Change in y. We got 10. We got 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. X values, change in x, we have 2 and 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So my slope is 6 over 4. You could write that as a decimal if you wanted, or you could reduce that fraction. I'm going to reduce it by dividing both those numbers by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you could write 6/4. You could write 3/2, or you could write 1.5. They're all the same thing. I would even take 6/4. All right, y-intercept, that's the easy part. Just look where it hits the y-axis, and you can tell that it's at 1. So our equation is y equals 3/2, or 1.5, or 6/4, whatever, x plus 1. And now we're testing whether or not 8, 13 is or is not a solution. So that means 8 is our x value, 13 is our y value. We're testing out these numbers, so we're going to replace y with 13, and x, I'm going to leave 3/2 the same. That's a part of the equation, so that doesn't change. I'm replacing x, however, with 8. All right, remember we have that little plus 1 there. So I'm just going to highlight that for you. We replace y, we replace x. Everything else stays exactly the same. Okay, 3 divided by 2 times 8 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So we have 13 equals 13, which means it is a solution to the equation. See you guys. Have a good one.